My name is Latrina Ali. I'm a small business owner of Core Notary located here in Colorado Springs. And then I'm also the youth services coordinator for Solid Rock CDC. Me too, like a lot of the people out here, I went through, going through stress a lot when COVID first hit. For one, being a business owner. Two, the kids came home. I have 3 kids that are in school, so they were sent home for e-learning. And then the safety of the unknown, not knowing about COVID. So at one point in time, my safe haven, my home, it became a terror. It was stressful here. I didn't know what to do. I was at home thinking about my business, my kids, e-learning. I didn't want to be the reason if my kids fell behind in school. So everything at home, it just became a big stressor on me. But I was able to cope, was able to make the adjustments. But then over time, around August, when the kids were going back to school, my oldest son, he's an 8th grader in District 2 at Mount Vista. We realized, he had put on a lot of weight. The lack of motivation, he was angry. His sleeping habits were off really bad. And this was around the time when grit was presented to me. So I was able to go through the grit training. I was able to pick up the skills. I really like the 5 steps of grit: the make the connection, ask questions, identify coping strengths, add to the strengths, and review. So with him, one of the biggest things that we were able to make the connection was to ask the questions. And in the training, it really tells you to focus on asking the open-end questions. Don't ask closed-end questions where he's just going to give me a one word. But I was able to really ask the questions to get him to give me feedback. And we were able to come up with a new routine because his routine was thrown off with COVID and not being able to socialize with his friends. When we were able to come up with a new routine, now he wakes up early. He's able to get up. He goes walking because that's his way of coping with everything. So he'll go walking, listen to his music, and then I'll ask him more questions like, how do you feel today? Are you ready? And then, he's able to give me that positive feedback. So that's one way I've been able to use the grit training at home with my kids, but also making the connections with my family members. I've been able to strengthen my relationships with my mom, only because, before when I would ask questions, I would hurry up and get off the phone. But now I really ask those questions and, I'm not interrogating. The training does teach you not to interrogate, but to ask those questions to see if there's something wrong. And it gives you just to identify how people are coping. And if it's to a point where I feel like they need help, I'm able to go back to the grit training and to tap into some of the resources, and I could send them to Aspen Point or to El Paso County website to get that extra help they might need. So I would recommend grit training to anyone, especially in the community, especially in the Southeast community, because mental health is important. And I feel good taking the grit training because I feel like I was able to, in the training, they call it superpowers, to develop my superpowers of connection, relationship, building that trust, having that support system, and to gain a support network that I could refer other people to.